Let's go, boys.
Well, you're singing a tune and it's got my. You're so beautiful, babe. I think Jesus is coming. Here's a glass for the wine and one to put rum in. I didn't mix him a drink, still I think Jesus is coming. Well, there is no need to fear, my dear, when I give you the word that the Lord and his sword would be bored out of his gourd if he was anywhere else but here. Oh, love your glove to put my fingers and thumb in, and in heaven above someone left the water running. I'm not saying this is the end of everything, just the beginning of something. And when you hold my hand is playing Jesus is coming. Well, it's so wonderful, my love, how you show me the way, that if there's no tomorrow, there is no need for sorrow if we're happy only today. Your empathy's a symphony composed by the great George Jacob Gershwin, and you massage my ego like you're pulling on purse strings. I'd wager your behavior'd start a stuffed shirt to mumbling, and when we do the hokey pokey, I know Jesus is coming. Well, it's no stranger than when you're near. Oh, it is just something small, that holiness should appear in neither the front nor the rear, but where we do not expect it at all. That holiness should appear in neither the front nor the rear, but where we do not expect it at all.
Charlie, I'm pregnant, and I'm living on
of the old dirty bookstore off Euclid Avenue. And I quit taking dope, and I quit drinking whiskey. And my old man, he plays the trombone, and he works out at the track. And he tells me that he loves me, even though it ain't his baby. He tells me he's gonna raise him up like he would his own son. And he gave me a ring that was worn by his mother. And he takes me out dancing every Saturday night. Hey Charlie, I still think about you every time I pass that filling station. On account of all that grease you used to wear in your hair. And I still got your record, Little Anthony and the Imperials. When somebody stole my record player, man, how do you like that? Hey Charlie, I almost went crazy after Mario got busted. So I went back to Omaha to stay with my folks. But everybody that I used to know, they're either dead or in prison. So I went back to Minneapolis, and this time I think I stayed. Come on, man. Hey Charlie, I'm happy for the first time since the accident. And I wish I had all that money we used to spend on dope. I'd buy me a used car lot, and I wouldn't sell any of them. I'd drive a different car every day, depending on how I feel. Hey Charlie, for Christ's sake, you gotta know the truth of it. I ain't got no husband, and he don't play the trombone. I need to borrow money to pay this lawyer Charlie. Hey, I'll be eligible for parole. I'll be eligible for parole. I'll be eligible for parole. Come Valentine's Day.
Ho, ho, ho. Look who it is.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Oh, boy, it's good to be back here shooting the shit. We got a couple people, I think, tuned in right now. If you're one of those three people, I think, Aaron, you might be one of those three. Maybe Clayton was as well. But in the offhand chance we've got anybody out there, tell a friend. Get them to tune in because we've got a really nice program kind of planned for tonight. We're going to do some of the usual favorites, I think. We're going to probably read some tarot. Aaron has prepared a holiday meal for us that we're going to get a chance to savor. And we'll walk through that a little bit later. But first, I want to, of course, welcome Aaron, our usual co-host. I'm Brad Handsome. We've got with us Clayton Deering.
Hello, hello.
Clayton Burke, whichever you like. And Mr. Paul Kotheimer.
Hey.
How's our mic sounding? Everybody feel comfortable with their EQs? I know I'm booming.
I think I sound fine.
All right.
I
you
feel
sound
okay.
great. All righty.
Paul, what's up with you?
I'm happy to be here, and
I am trying to decide whether I should wear double socks or no socks. Is that,
I used to go through a phase of double socking in the winter.
Yeah.
Anybody else double sock it?
Wait, why no sock?
Well, because if the cold is like trapped inside the socks. I don't know how else to describe it. And I want
How baggy are your socks?
Right, and I want to put my feet on something that's clearly warm, and sometimes the floor is like, oh wow, the floor is warming up my bare feet. This, I'm sure everyone in Radioland is really interested in this.
I think it's an interesting phenomenon that I think a lot of people don't talk a lot about.
Okay.
Because
This
here's
is
the
not
thing.
addressed enough.
I would get a little ashamed of myself for double socking in the winter. I thought, well, there's something wrong with me, right? This is not normal human behavior.
Yeah.
To wear two pairs of socks, but hey, look, I'm not going to knock it. So,
Well, in the home, I usually
Clayton, how many pairs of socks?
no
you
socks.
keep? No socks in the home.
No socks
Okay.
in the home.
I'm a socks in the home guy.
One sock outside
Okay.
in the shoe.
One sock outside
One
in the
sock
shoe.
in the shoe.
Okay. And,
Zero sock in the home.
Clayton, what's your sock situation?
You know, I think there's a lot of truth to what you're saying now that I think about it. When I wear socks at home, which I do sometimes, I'm not a one way or the other kind of dude. But when I do, my feet feel colder. That's weird.
Yeah.
But I've double socked before. When
I'm
I've
not
worked
brave
outside.
enough to go barefoot, I guess, to really know the difference. But I don't know, single sock, double sock.
I just do a flip flop in the morning. It's like I'll get out of bed, put on a flip flop, just like walk down
There
to
you
the
go.
bathroom,
Yeah.
Well, that's all right.
take
you know?
a shower. Like I don't need to put on a sock.
Yeah.
Before I shower.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a great segue to talk about one of the great Christmas traditions, which is to hang your stockings above your mantelpiece.
There we go.
Right? We planned it all
There we
along.
go.
So
What is a mantelpiece other than
Oh.
just a grand flip flop?
a mantelpiece? Well, mantelpiece is the stone, but a stocking,
Right.
that is kind of a grand flip flop. I used to do. You
just
do the fun
saying.
thing. You put your feet in the big stocking. Slide around the house. It was great. There was something I was going to say about that, but now it's lost
I can
to the
attest
ages.
that is a lot of fun.
I will
You're gonna
tell
be
you
all
also
fun.
though that you'll appreciate this. I remember when I got the buy one get one free cat bed, and I gave one to Crystal because Crystal thought that she had like a friend that might want it. So today, Crystal told me that nobody really wanted it because it's not practical. It's like just a tube of like plush stuff. And it's like has like a small opening, and then it's like a tube, and showed me that she's essentially using it for shoving her feet into it,
I was thinking,
like while doing art at her art desk.
Like keeps the feet warm.
Keeps the feet warm.
Yeah. Well, that's
And so-
interesting.
brilliant.
So did
Brilliant.
did I ever tell you? So I'm a bit of a gas station regular at the Meijer down the street. So I go up there for my cigarettes, my soda in the morning, whatever it is. A couple of years ago, so I've been going into that gas station for a really long time because I used to live around just down by the Meijer, and now I'm back, and so I've been running into the same people that work there for like 15 years. It's a little embarrassing to admit, but as we become a family. And so a couple years ago, I walk in to the gas station, and it's around Christmas time. They've been decorating, and Chrissy behind the counter goes, "Oh, Brad, we put a stocking up for you." And sure as shit, they had a stocking with my name on it, along with the other employees of the Meijer Quick Mart gas station convenience store.
This is a
I think that's-
heartwarming.
It was
Awesome.
really heartwarming. I
Heartwarming
love these
holiday
people.
miracle.
So yeah, if there any of them are listening, Chrissy behind the counter, or Donald, he's another favorite of mine, and
Yeah.
Stephanie, all the good folks. They're good people.
By the way, they all
sounds
hate
like
me.
Do they hate you? Oh no.
Every single time I've gone in there.
You're getting coal in your stocking.
It's,
Well, that's interesting.
It's cold. It's cold on the shoulder.
Well, so that's an interesting another segue that I think I can talk about a little bit later is we're going to probably try and test Clayton again tonight with some idioms and axioms
Oh, I'm ready.
to see if you can figure out. And that's one of them that I want you to think about. Cold on the shoulder, or cold shoulder is really technically the one we're going for. So we don't have to jump the gun yet, but give it some thought. That'll be one we go with. Yeah, I don't know. You guys got any big holiday plans? All right, let me ask this question instead. Are you holiday music fans? Can you get into the holiday music? Because it is like everywhere you go right now. Paul's
I'm
really
opposed. I'm
opposed.
firmly
so
opposed.
You're a Grinch. I'm pretty Grinchy about it myself. There's not a lot of them that get me. Clayton, what do you say?
I have a soft spot
Tug
for
that,
it. But
that
I used
heartstring.
to, yeah, I have a soft spot for it. But I used to work at a grocery store, Schnucks, in Nashville, Illinois. And holiday season, I would go batty, man, because it's all the time.
You'd hear it on a loop, right?
Yeah.
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 so is there one that sticks in your mind that you just really hate? Like that you heard too much? Because I know you like
Paul
them. It's sending them.
McCartney.
Oh, that was the one I was going to bring up. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. So there is so much wrong with that song. We've got a music scholar here. Paul, what do you think's wrong with that song?
Here's my hypothesis about that song. I think what happened was that Paul McCartney's A&R people showed up at his house on Christmas Eve one time and said, "Hey, Paul, remember that, how you were going to write a Christmas song?" And he says, "Oh my gosh, give me just one moment. I'll be right back." And he goes,
He's
you
like,
know,
"What am
up
I
to
gonna
his
write?"
studio, like presses a few buttons, and out comes this song. And then he brings the tape downstairs and hands it to the A&R folks. "Here, I had it right here for you the whole time."
And it made him $1 billion.
Yep.
So I actually have heard a story about that song.
Okay.
That it is a really cynical ploy by Paul. He had gotten, obviously, like, owning the songwriter's rights and performance rights. There's all, Talbot gave us that talk once about, like, how do you make money off of a song? Sure. And apparently that song was crafted to make Paul as much money as possible because he was every single performer or something on it, something along those lines. I'll have to look up the truth, but I don't think a lot of people are probably wrong for kind of hearing that song and being like a little turned off by it. So, yeah, that's a bad one.
Well, I will say that there's only one Christmas song that I like.
Okay, what's that?
I was just looking up the information about it, but it's that one song that's like, "I'll be home for Christmas."
Oh, that's a pretty good one. Yeah.
It's I looked it up. It's Bing Crosby.
Okay, sure.
And it's from 1943.
Notorious child beater, Bing Crosby.
Is he really?
Yeah,
I'm
he's
so
a bad
sorry.
guy. No, I sang.
No, I didn't. I didn't mean to.
It's okay.
give him a
No,
shout
it's
out.
okay.
Sorry.
We can acknowledge it. I sang a Bing Crosby song at
I
the
didn't know.
Rose Bowl Holiday Spectacular last year, and Peasley introduced it as, "Now here's a bit of cultural appropriation by noted child beater Bing Crosby." So I did the Hawaiian one,
I'm
Mele
sorry.
Kalikimaka. But it's
But,
okay.
like,
No.
but that song is like the one song
It
that
is a good one.
I really think like I imagine
I think it's
walking
fair to
into
say-
like a not a grocery store, but like Macy's. Not that I go to Macy's. I never go to Macy's, but when I was a kid, it's like when you walk in, you imagine that song playing in the background.
This was "I'll Be Home for Christmas"?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. What's the one that has that weird, like, minor break? The "Fall on your knees. Oh,
I don't know. I sang it so much as a kid.
Yeah. Oh, Holy Night.
Oh, Holy Night.
That's a good
That's
one. That's a
pretty great.
banger. That's a banger.
I'm with
that
you,
one
Brad.
gets
I'm
me.
with you.
So, okay. So, on that note, we've got the Rose Bowl Holiday Spectacular coming up on Saturday. I'm going to be singing a song. Clayton, you singing a song?
I'll be singing a song as well.
Paul, I don't think you are, but maybe next year. How about,
Maybe,
let's put a
maybe.
word in.
Put in a
Let's
word
get
in.
Paul in that
I can
spectacular. Although you did just go on the record and say you hate Christmas.
I do. I think I have gone on the record to say that, and it could be that's the only reason why I haven't been included in the stable of stars.
It's well known, but you wrote a song.
I
Were playing it up at the Hootenanny this summer.
Yes, I'm
The
getting it ready.
12 drinks of
The round of drinks
The
is
round
what
of
it's
drinks,
called.
okay, yeah.
But it's to the tune of the 12 Days of Christmas, and I'm going to
Okay.
bust it out the day after Christmas.
Okay.
At Americana
Yeah,
Happy Hour.
Americana Happy Hour. You got a happy
Oh,
hour coming
that's
up.
right. It's gonna
When
be
is that, Paul?
I think it's gonna be like the 4th Thursday of the month.
Right, and it's the 26th, the day after Christmas, Thursday, 5 to 7 at the Rose Bowl Tavern is me bussing out 2 hours. And my favorite thing about that particular number is it's like 8.5 minutes long, so that fills a significant chunk of
That would
whichever
be-
set
yeah,
I
that would
choose.
be-
It's like, oh
it's
yeah,
done. Yeah.
done deal.
Wonderful.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so Aaron, you had some segments in mind. You want to jump to one of those? Kick it off with a
It
with a
depends
bang?
on you.
Well, I thought I teased the idea of an axiom or an idiom, but I think before we do that, I think it would be nice to kind of get to start whetting the appetite with a holiday meal. So how does that sound? We're going to toss over
sounds great.
to our segment, What You Got Cooking, or Shoot the Chef. That's
We're
our special
gonna
holiday
do
edition.
Shoot the Chef.
Okay.
Tonight,
So
folks.
Erin's going to pull up the recipe, I believe, on her phone here so that she can read it. And let me see here. I might have to. I think I do got to set up my my camera again here. Just give us a mo. So once again,
This recipe was created by the Wisconsin Department of Agriculture.
Okay, so this is coming from the Wisconsin Department of Agriculture. Aaron, do you want to just set the stage for us? So we're hosting a holiday dinner tonight, and a lot of you will probably have one of those coming up. And I think that one thing that would be really, really useful is to have a great recipe. So I had a little problem here. So we'll get the green screen going. It'll be a real quick kind of thing here. So what are you taking us through? You're going to do an appetizer, a drink, an entree, and a dessert. Is that correct?
I think I'm going to do mostly appetizers.
Mostly appetizers. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So the first one you have picked for us
is the Dairyland Dipper.
The Dairyland Dipper. Okay.
This is a recipe developed by the Wisconsin Department of Agriculture. And so this recipe calls for 2 8-ounce packages of cream cheese.
Oof. Okay, that's a lot of cream cheese right out the gate. Okay.
1 pound of cheddar cheese grated.
All right. So now we're talking 2 pounds of cheese.
2/3 cup sour cream.
Okay.
4 teaspoons prepared horseradish. 2 tablespoons grated onion. 10 slices of bacon, cooked and crumbled. 1 14-inch or 3 4-inch rounded loaves of pumpernickel or rye bread. And then you'll need crackers and fresh cut vegetables. So when you combine those cheeses, sour cream, horseradish, onion, and bacon in a blender, blend until smooth.
Okay, so wait, hold on. So we're
It's just a spread for
pureeing
crackers.
bacon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Cut a slice from the top of the loaf and hollow out the center,
Bread bowl.
forming a bowl. Cut the bowl from the center into cubes and place on an ungreased baking sheet. Bake at 375 degrees for 10 minutes or until toasted. Fill the pumpernickel with the cheese mixture. Serve with breadcrumbs. So I thought we put it in bread. Serve with breadcrumbs, crackers, and fresh vegetables. Fresh vegetable dippers. This serves 15 to 20
Okay.
people.
All right, let's go around the horn. Would you try it? Would you eat it? I'd eat it. I think I'd eat that. There's nothing so bad about this. I'm not an onion fan, but it's a lot of dairy.
But it's it's just like
bacon.
it's just like a schmear for a celery stick.
Yeah, exactly.
So as that, yeah, sure, I'd have one of those.
Well, because it seems like there's a lot of celery in vegetable.
I think I'm digging in. That's what I'm saying for this one. I'm going to dig
would.
into this
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
One out of 10. From wholesome to gruesome.
Okay. Well, that's usually the missed connections rating scale. Maybe we need a
We're
new
going
one.
to do wholesome to gruesome right now.
How about hungry to full, right? So hungry means, 0.
No.
Okay. Wholesome to gruesome still?
We're going to do
Okay.
wholesome to gruesome.
I think this is pretty agreeable. I'm going to put this at a 7. I think it's up at the top end. There's nothing
For wholesome?
that's I'm a picky eater.
Yeah.
And that's going to be something I can depend on, for when
Great news.
the cherry cola salad comes out later, and I'm like, okay, no, I'm full. I had,
All right,
I had
Paul?
a lot of that dip. I had a lot of the Dairyland Delight, or the Dairyland Dipper.
Yeah, I'm gonna save room for the deviled eggs instead on this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Maybe
But
you only got
what
so
is
much
it?
room on your plate.
Right.
What's this? What's the score?
I'm gonna give it a 4.5.
Oh, wait,
Okay.
4.5.
Tough judge.
Yeah, I'm also not that into dairy.
Fair enough. This recipe book might be trouble for you.
Right.
Oh, we're gonna have fun later.
I'm very into dairy. It's just not good for my body, I guess. I would give this one an 8. Honestly, it sounds like my grandma Jenny used to cook a lot of stuff like this. Very rich and like of that era. So I'm diving in.
I'm giving it a solid 9.
A 9.
Dang.
Wow. Okay.
It's way up there.
This is a big hit for you. Okay. So that's
I
our.
like it because I love cream. Like if I
Okay.
could have whole milk, like whole everything, just like pure milk, I'm okay with
Your milk.
Bjork milk.
Bjork milk. Oh, well, that's a whole different thing.
I'm actually like okay with permanent diarrhea as long as I can have dairy.
If it's worth it, yeah.
Okay. Well, if you
I hear
say
you.
so.
You know,
All right. So, do we want to save the rest of these recipes for down the road? Throw to some music and come on back
do you
with a new
want to do
segment.
one more?
Let's do one more. Yeah, let's do one more. So, what we've got next is it the Swiss pancakes or the Brewer's rye bread?
It's
Wisconsin Swiss pancakes. Is that what we got?
it is the well, I think we lost the cottage cheese slaw.
Oh, is there a cottage? That's the one you picked. It's got to be around here somewhere. We'll
It's-
find the cottage cheese slaw.
We're gonna go back.
Okay, let's.
One sheet back. It's the Wisconsin. Oh, you're there.
Like the Swiss.
Okay.
This looks
Swiss pancakes.
beautiful.
Okay.
All right, y'all. So this one looks incredible. I mean, when I looked at this, I was like, holy fucking shit, I need to make this tomorrow.
Oh, that's my food arrived. I'll get it.
Oh, wait. So what we're talking about, Brad's going to drop his microphone, and I'm going to take charge right now. Brad's going to do whatever he needs to do. I don't know. I actually don't know what Brad ordered for dinner. So this is called Wisconsin Swiss pancake. This was made by, this recipe is by the Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board.
So there's gonna be dairy.
Yeah, so we got 2 cups of buttermilk baking mix, 1.5 cups of milk, half cup sour cream, 1 egg, 1/4 teaspoon nutmeg, 6 ounces of shredded Swiss cheese, and sauteed apple slices. Optional. So the story about this is combine all ingredients except cheese and apple in a large mixing bowl. Blend at low speed just until ingredients are combined. Stir in cheese. Allow batter to stand while heating griddle to about 375 degrees. Use a scant 1/4 cup batter for each pancake. I love that word.
Scant.
Yeah, like
Yeah. See, that's not
Use-
very precise when it comes
use
to
a scant, like a. It's like a very small, like be very.
just under a 1/4 cup.
Yeah, exactly right. Cook until bubbles break on the surface and edges are cooked. Turn and cook other side until golden. Serve warm with sautéed apple slices.
Okay.
This makes 22 pancakes, it also says, which sounds
Wow.
like a lot of pancakes.
22 pancakes.
You cook it for the whole family.
How do you saute apple slices? Is that just like
It's
fried
just like
only?
fried in a pan, right?
Just
Yeah.
lo-
Just
lower
let them
heat.
brown up in a I think so.
But Paul, maybe you should contact the Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board.
I will.
I actually did this the other day.
You did contact them.
I like how this one is credited to the Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board. So some of these don't have credits,
Yeah.
but like the Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board said, "This is our baby. We want the byline
We're selling this
in
to
this
you.
recipe book." So this sounds pretty good to me.
No, but Clayton did do it
did you
the other
do
day.
it? Yeah.
No, I mean I sauteed apple. I made applesauce the other day. I've
Oh,
never
I
done
see.
that before.
Look at that. How'd it turn out? Pretty good.
Awesome. Yeah,
Good
it was
sauce?
kind of thing of like, why haven't I ever done this before?
So my
Because
grandma.
I didn't know how to saute apples. I
Okay.
tried it before and burnt the apples because I didn't know how to cook back then.
Right on. My grandma makes an applesauce. I think this is a country thing. It's got crushed up red hot candies in it.
Oh,
Have you ever had it?
No,
So it's
but
like
that's-
heavy
I
on the
figure this would be a
You
Nashville
know
thing.
I-
Paul knows
you
it.
know I
This
know.
is a
no, but it,
no.
I don't know
it
if
just
I've
seems
had
like
that, though.
It would
really
work.
heavy cinnamon.
Yeah, it's heavy cinnamon. Yeah, it would be pretty. It was pretty decent applesauce. So, I don't. I'm on
Josh,
board with this.
Josh and I had to make the red hot candy applesauce.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is a Midwestern state.
It's a Midwestern
grandma's
thing.
kitchen kind of thing.
Yeah, totally.
I'm with this. Aside from, I don't know what the Swiss cheese is all about. 6 ounces of shredded Wisconsin Swiss cheese into pancakes. I don't know.
It's
I mean,
delicious.
is that gonna mix? Yeah.
Have you eaten
Sour
savory
cream.
pancakes before?
I guess maybe I haven't ever had savory pancakes.
Oh, I've done it. It's awesome.
Pretty good.
It's
Like
really
onion
good.
cheddar.
I'll give it a go.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of a little Swiss cheese. So I'm gonna put this. This is a cautious 6.5 for me.
I'm gonna give this a 9.
A 9. 9's across the board so far for Aaron. Okay.
Are you on the payroll of the Wisconsin Dairy Board here? Is that what this whole
Look,
thing
how
is
do
about?
how do you think I got all this gear, Paul?
Ha!
This is thank our sponsors. Oh,
We have to thank our sponsors, Leonard Erdman.
We got a visiting cat here. Oh, look at him. He's so brave. This is our scaredy boy. Came up to sniff Paul's microphone.
We will pray that he does not chew on the
Come here,
cords.
Neo. Come here, little guy.
Because his favorite
He does love
his
to
favorite
chew.
toy
He will chew
is-
through an XLR cable like it is nothing. Like that is his favorite thing in the world.
so it must be supervised at all
So
times.
We'll keep an eye on it.
No other
doing
cord,
alright, though.
no other cable, no other anything.
Not so bad. All right. So
Anyway,
yeah,
we'll
these
be
are-
back with more recipes, also with Claxioms and your favorite segment,
Which is what? Missed connections.
Misconnections, Brad's Introspections.
And probably some tarot reading before the night is through, too.
And we have a new special guest who is an expert at tarot reading, Paul Kotheimer.
Oh, yeah. Paul's been hitting the deck, yeah?
He's been hitting the deck.
Yeah. Actually, I rely on the expertise of those around me. I had really good results by just posting something on Facebook and saying, should I be afraid? And
Specialum.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I got lots of good results from actual experts.
Who said that you should be afraid?
No.
Based on, okay.
No,
Okay.
it was the 8 of Swords, and there's lots of blood.
Ooh, yeah. That's
Yeah.
sometimes it's counterintuitive the way you're
yeah.
supposed to read these, Okay, so I'm going to throw to some music, and we'll be back in a little bit. I thought I might play a new release from a friend of ours in the Urbana Circle. Sam Payne just put out a new song. Did you guys have a chance to listen to Sam's groovy instrumental?
It's super funky.
Haven't yet.
It's
No.
cool. It's called Basket
Let's listen to
Case.
it.
I think it involves, I believe, Jacob Krogert played on it, and a couple other guys that I know, but I can't remember.
Jesse
who it
on
was.
keys.
That's right. Yeah.
Let me think. The drummer was. Ooh, I don't want to misspeak, so we'll look it up.
We'll look it up. Okay, so here is Basket Case. Sam Payne, great flat picker, but this is
We
a little
love
bit.
Sam Payne. Sam Payne is actually, if you don't know this, he was
Yeah.
once awarded second best flat picker in the United States at the Rocky Grass Bluegrass Music Festival.
Well, he's the #1 Kabasa player at the Rose Bowl Tavern.
And he's #1 flat picker in my heart.
That is true. In all of our
as
hearts.
well.
Here is Basket Case by Sam Payne. We'll be back in just a few.
Keep us down. Well, tonight let's dress in our Sunday's best. Go out and paint the town. Yeah, we'll hit the pub, maybe get some grub. Come home real late. Something tells me this is gonna be a good day. We'll ask the band to play some Willie, and I'll wear my boots with heels. If you got the money, honey, well, I got the wheel. When the band winds down, we're still around and the bar keeps irate. Something tells me this is gonna be a good day. You gotta treat yourself, make it all feel worthwhile. Bitch about your boss, forget the cost, then you just buy a smile. When you wake up tomorrow with your head all banging, hope you remember this song I'm singing. Money ain't nothing but blood and sweat. Give it away if in return I get one night with my gal on the town. All the money spent really should stay home. Thursday's rent, Monday's the phone. Then I guess that's why we work our fingers to the bone. Come to think, guess we could stay in. Take a rain check till next paycheck. Go out and try again. Got some beer in the garage sitting next to the stink bay. Something tells me this is gonna be a good day. Put on a Willie record, just playing our asses here. Perfectly content watching the bubbles in our beer. When our record's done, we'll grab another one, drop a needle and just wait. Something tells me this is gonna be a good day. You gotta treat yourself, make it all feel worthwhile. Bitch about your boss, forget the cost, then you're just buying a smile. When you wake up tomorrow with your head all banging, hope you remember this song I'm singing. Money ain't nothing but blood and sweat. Give it away if in return I'd get one night with my gal on the town. Money ain't nothing but blood and sweat. Gave it away and now we only get one night with my gal on the couch.
A new calendar year, babe, a brand new start. 365 days, you get to fill your heart. Well, the snow and ice, I know they stain. Well, they ain't nothing to the green of spring. 'Cause that tundra is gonna melt, and that grass is gonna grow. And what once caused you all that pain will now make that river flow. 'Cause it don't matter if you don't like to, it'll be 4 seasons before that year is through. No, it don't matter if you don't like to, it'll be 4 seasons before that year is through.
Each April and May, fill your days with crooked creeks and birds that sing. Kites in the breeze like a church bell's ring, till the plains give way to a humid haze. 'Cause that summer it's gonna sweat about all that you have left. So just try and find a shade and know that everything will be okay. 'Cause it don't matter if you don't like to. It'll be 4 seasons before that year is through. No, it don't matter if you don't like to. It'll be 4 seasons before that year is through. Well, it may be fall that I like most of all, for the fires and the trees and the costume balls. Just try not to think about what's coming around. Just be here now with them leaves dancing down. 'Cause you can bet, my friend, it's all happening again. But don't you forget what's after winter's end. 'Cause it don't matter if you don't like to. It'll be 4 seasons before that year is through. No, it don't matter if you don't like to. It'll be 4 seasons before that year is through. Yeah, these 4 seasons, they will see you through.
hit the road. I don't work for beer money, hell, I'm paying the rent. When you're down, the brass tacks bound their heaven sent. 'Cause they pay 10 times what steel does. Yeah, 4 times aluminum, I think it was. Silver Rider Rust. Oh, the Jack Burke keeping us off the street. The ends are so far apart they could never meet. Play it, boy.
about that? Hot new track from Sweet Milk, our friend Kenna. Playhouse, I believe is the name of that one. Ken has been playing that one for a long time, and I've been waiting for a good recording of it, so I'm so glad that it's finally here. I've had like a great music video idea for that. It was a little on the nose.
Yeah?
I might have to pitch it to them sometime. But I'm really busy with school and everything, and, you know, the doldrums of the winter. You know, they have a way to get you down, especially around the holidays, and so I hope that somebody at this table maybe has some tips they might share to help us all get through the holidays. Does anybody have anything they want to share? Clayton, I'm looking at you. Do you
Hey, that's funny you should mention that, Brad.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you got some ideas.
We're getting pretty close to Christmas, and so I know that can be a challenging time for some folks, and I was thinking to myself and thought I would come up with some holiday tips to help you out. So these are
thank you.
Clayton's holiday tips for you from me. Now, every family is different, and one family's ho-ho is another family's oh no. So here are some home-cooked tips to help you spread the holiday cheer. Tip number 1, get in the spirit. Jing-a-ling on the silver screen. There's always a plethora of holiday movies and blockbusters this time of year to help remind you that though your life may be a little hectic, Christmas is the time to return home and hold close the ones you hold near and dear, and revisit old relationships. Maybe you're just a big city gal who's grown tired of the thrills and frills of the Big Apple and have decided to move back home to rural Delaware to help your family run a failing dairy farm, only to fall in love under the mistletoe with the farmhand family friend, Chet. Like in the Oxygen Channel classic, The Derriere in Delaware.
Oh, Clayton.
Or maybe your dad's a big mafia guy, and there's a wedding, and then somebody whacks him, and then whacks your brother, and then you got to go whack that guy, and then you can be the godfather. Again, family and togetherness right there on the silver screen. Tip number 2. Hey, I smell something cooking in that sleigh. That's right, food. No Christmas is complete without a bountiful spread of holiday cuisine. From those little doughy, floury cookie things that have almonds in it, I think, to a big old ham with some cranberry jam. Prepare to fill up on holiday spirit. Number 3. I don't have a lot of tips, but I just have
No. I'm not telling you to rush up. I'm trying to
okay.
figure out what we're doing after you're wrapped up. Yeah. No, these are great. So, yeah, continue. Please.
What's number
Continue.
3?
Tip number 3 from me to you. Be a true believer. Spread joy and awareness for Santa Claus. It's totally normal to say things like, when is Santa getting here? Or you better not let Santa catch you doing that. Or how is Santa going to get in if we don't have a chimney? You might get strange looks from your family, but hey, it's okay. They're just testing you. That's right. Show your family that you are not a quitter, that you are not a basic capitalist elf. Show them that you simp for the one true Sigma Claus. 4. Like the reindeer, fly high. In true, the old legend of Saint Nick fashion, dose yourself with a large amount of unpurified mushrooms and distribute your urine to those near and dear. No need.
You're getting weirder and weirder.
No need to fear awkward confrontations or heavy conversations. Everyone finds comfort on the family couch when the floor is lava. Nothing says we're one big happy family like the fear of death if you go outside. Tip number 5.
Okay.
Lift the spirits. Start levitating. And just see what happens. I don't know.
Okay.
All in all, the holidays are a time to come together, and I hope you can have a fantastic Christmas putting these tips to use.
Oh, man. I don't know what to say, buddy.
Wow.
I'll
That was actually really profound.
It was
for
really
me.
great.
I mean, I think that hit home for me big
Yeah.
time. Because especially like when sometimes it's like really difficult to go and be with family, like for any sort of
Sure.
thing.
Take
and if
mushrooms.
You can,
And levitate.
but mushrooms, I feel like I don't think Clayton was saying like literally mushrooms. Like maybe he was, but
We have him here. Can we? Yeah. It's literal mushrooms.
Is it
more metaphorical?
I'm going off the old fable of Saint Nick.
But what I'm saying is for me, it's like sometimes you need a little bit of something in order to take the levity.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, that's like, I think a big
Just-
thing for holiday stuff, like putting on a movie or listening to the music that you hear that you hate, you know? Like, there's something to be, like, distracting from the grisliness of life at this time of year, I suppose.
True.
It's nice to be among
It's
people
dark.
who love you.
It's dark a lot of the
Dark
time.
a lot of the time.
And sometimes going home is not the most comfortable thing.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you need to like have a whatever Paul drinks.
What are you drinking tonight, Paul?
Athletic NA beer.
Okay.
Woo, shout
Whoop,
out.
whoop, shout
Something
out.
like that,
Yeah.
or like a mushroom, or something like that, just to take the edge off.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
It will.
Yeah.
It will
And
do
it
that.
will do that.
And
If you choose the right thing. Otherwise, there are certain things
But-
that may provide more edge.
if I may say so,
Yeah.
I will just give one extra tip.
Okay. What's Aaron's
Um,
tip?
If you're going to a family thing, and unfortunately this year Brad and I are not going to any family events at all, like neither family is doing anything because I'm Jewish and Brad's family is going elsewhere.
They're out in old Casey, Kansas City, to visit my brother.
So so I will say what you can do is just do something intentional.
Sure. Intend to do something that day.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
for example, have a bath.
That's a really achievable goal. I'm going to have a nice bath
That's
on Christmas Day. That could be a new tradition
A
for everyone.
Christmas Day bath.
The Christmas bath. I bet that was a thing, though, back in the olden days when they used to take baths like once a year. That was probably a thing. Like, well, we're going to have our Christmas bath after
Once a
dinner.
year, and
Yeah.
and then all the women,
gotta take
all the women
turns.
were like, "Okay, oh my God, I'm gonna have to have sex with my husband immediately because he's gonna be stinky for 1 year after this."
Yeah.
Right. Well, that used to be. That is like a real thing, right? Is that like back in the olden days, they would everybody would take a bath. We did this on idioms, I think. Did we not?
I think
The
we
baby
were-
with the bathwater?
or claxioms, the baby with the bathwater. Did we
Yeah.
quiz you on that one, Clayton? The baby
I
with
think
the
I
bathwater.
remember it being.
All right.
gone
Well, I
into.
mean, like if not, you know, like the idea is that everybody in the family would take a bath in the same water. I mean, they would do it so rarely, but it would always be the man of the house would go first, and then it would be the wife, and then it would be descending order by age. So by the time that the baby, because they had like 15 kids in those days, by the time the baby got to have the baby's bath, it was really dirty water. So you wanted to be sure that when you threw the bath water out, you didn't throw the baby, because you wouldn't
Hey,
see the
what's this
baby
baby
in there.
doing in there?
Yeah,
I
right.
think when we talked about this last,
Right.
Kevin.
I think we did cover this, so we're
we-
recapping.
We,
Yeah.
we covered this, but actually in my family, the way it went was mom,
Sure.
then oldest daughter,
Yeah.
second daughter, third daughter, and then dad last.
The Erdman family's matriarchal, and so a vision for the world that I think we can all
Well,
get behind.
and I just want to give a fun fact right now
Mm-hmm.
because I listened to an episode of This American Life
Sure.
today,
Yeah.
and it was from I think October 25th. If anybody wants to listen to it, and it's about the myth of the alpha wolf. There is no
Okay.
alpha male wolf.
Mm-hmm.
Like the female wolf is the alpha.
Same for
And-
lions, right?
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah.
So like the male wolf is basically just like a submissive, and they will do anything to protect the rest of the family, right?
Yeah. That's interesting.
I know.
That's why I'm Sigma all the way.
Sigma,
I'm
he's
above
Sigma,
alpha.
Sigma gang. Yeah,
I'm the
yeah. The
Sigma
alphas
wolf.
are basic, you know. Sigmas. Oh man.
It
well,
is. It is just. It's just a myth.
yeah, Clayton. I gotta say, that's a winning segment, and I'll take all of that you got. So keep writing these
Sigma,
tips. Not just
the
for
Sigma
the
myth.
holidays, but like, yeah, maybe you should write a guide on Sigma life. I think that's that's your homework for the next pod. You know, I want to hear a few tips for Sigmas. You know, how to be Sigma in today's life.
Hey, can I actually get like I'm not gonna Google this, but what is a Sigma?
So this is a great question, Paul. Have you heard this phrase, Sigma? You hang around young kids, you know, high schoolers.
You're
you
a
know?
Sigma, yeah.
I know
He's a librarian at a high school.
the teenagers are saying this.
Yeah. So are you familiar? Like,
and I have looked it up on the internet, but I don't think I could recite a definition of it off the top of my head.
Students,
so back to you.
Yeah, my Gen Z students were talking about Sigmas recently, and I did have them provide me some clarification, and I think I probably ended up lecturing my own opinions about it to them too much. I should have listened more, but my understanding is like they told me about all of, you know, obviously we all know what a beta is, right? You know, a beta is kind of a, you know, very pushover kind of person. And you've got an alpha, which is very take charge sort of thing. But a Sigma is a little bit of like a lone wolf, a little mysterious, a little bit of a loose cannon. You maybe don't like always know the Sigma's motives. You don't know, they're kind of not really affiliated with a pack. That's my understanding. And so,
do you want to know what AI just told me?
What? Okay, so let's get the AI answer, please.
Because you just sounded exactly like AI.
Okay.
Awesome.
Sure. Okay.
A Sigma is someone who operates independently and doesn't need many friends. They often are described as a lone wolf who prefers their own company.
Yeah. Clayton's cocking his arms over there.
I heard that.
Sigma
I think that
energy.
aligns.
The slang term Sigma is used to describe someone who's independent, self-sufficient, and prefers to spend time alone.
So
I always think of Teddy Roosevelt's "Walk softly and carry a big stick."
That's right.
Sure.
Sigma doesn't have to show like an alpha.
Yeah,
Feels like they
that's
have to show.
that's good. I think in like movie star terms, you'd have like Chris Pratt is an alpha. Keanu Reeves is a Sigma, right?
Yeah, Keanu.
I think that's what I picture is like Keanu, like that's Sigma, right?
That's
absolutely.
beautiful.
Also, Keanu, I just like him.
Yeah, we love Keanu.
I'm a fan.
Big
Not
fan.
only is he a good person, but he actually married like a truly beautiful woman that's an artist that's older than him, right?
Yeah.
And like he has no shame.
No, ride or die. Yeah.
Yeah, and he just is so profoundly proud.
So
I bet we can get him on the line.
Keanu, if you're listening, we're big fans. We just really appreciate what you do.
Keanu, why don't you give us a call in? The phone
give us a
number
call.
is 224.
Everybody get on Twitter, see if you can tag Keanu, get him on here. There's a lot of stories about Keanu that would probably not be all that surprising if he actually did at some point. You know, he seems accessible is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, so Clayton.
Do you want to know what his favorite sandwich is?
What's that?
I actually do know.
You know Keanu Reeves' favorite sandwich?
Uh-huh.
What is it?
He likes to have a wheat toast with peanut butter and honey.
It's wholesome.
I love it.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 wholesome.
Wholesome.
All right, Clayton. That had I gotta say, like I loved those tips. It gave me a real Deb Sourhage vibe. Are you familiar with Deb Sourhage or her writing?
Oh,
This sounds like a very intellectual person.
Oh,
No,
she's from a local
She
town.
wrote from
too.
the Oakville Times or whatever it's called, and we have a clipping on our fridge that is titled "Why Napping Before Bed is an Art Form." I believe is what it is. So it does. Yeah, I love it.
It gives napping vibes.
I will. I think we can probably work out if we could do even a weekly installment, bi-weekly, monthly, whatever it is. I'm subscribing to the Patreon. Is what I'm saying.
Do you think that we could get Deb on?
Oh, we should try to get Deb. Yeah, we should try to get Deb.
Do you think that Cole could get Deb?
I think he's got the connections.
The connects. I've been trying to keep an eye on her because I like her writing so much, but I have not seen anything published recently.
I really want actually for Paul to read that article.
Well, maybe let's do it in a different installment because I've got a question. I posed this earlier for Clayton, and we're gonna toss to Claxiums. So, cold shoulder. what does a cold shoulder mean? We won't get into the origin yet, but what does a cold shoulder mean?
I feel like I know what a cold shoulder means, not where it comes from. It means like when you're maybe for no reason just kind of cold to someone.
Sure.
Or you're not very
Gave you the cold
forthright.
shoulder.
When you're Tony Rice.
Tony Rice, Cold on the Shoulder. Well, it's Gordon Lightfoot wrote that song. Great song, Cold on the Shoulder.
I'm sorry.
I don't know.
That's good. That's a good tune. Anyway, yeah, I think you're right on. Like, this is just like you're kind of, you're a little standoffish with
But where
somebody.
does it come from?
So that's my question. Where does it come from? Anybody have a good guess?
I think they got armor.
Paul,
but
you
I
know?
don't know why it would
Paul shaking his head. No.
I think it must have to do with like a cold shoulder, like a
Shoulder.
pork shoulder, or like a meat.
Oh, you've done your work.
Oh, that's
because
a
you
good-
are right on. Like, that's 100% what it means. There's a literal reference to serving a cold piece of meat to a guest who was no longer welcome at a dinner party. Giving someone the cold shoulder about whatever meat they had cooked was a clear, unspoken signal that they were no longer welcome, and it was time for them to vamoose.
Wow, that's cool. I thought it was
pretty
like
great.
a physiological thing.
Right, you would think, right?
I didn't do the research on it.
Well, no,
Have you
well,
served
you're
somebody
right on.
a
Yeah,
cold
it's
cut of
incredible.
meat before?
All right.
It's been
Thinking about
like,
a
you
shoulder,
get the
like-
message, get out of here.
So, all right, here's another one, Clayton. Close, but no cigar.
Oh, shoot. I mean, I think I get it. I think it's like missed it by that much, That,
Yeah.
You're that close. You did good, but not good enough.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, so
Yeah, let's hear it.
yeah. What do you think, Paul?
I'm gonna guess it's from Carnival.
Okay.
When you're tossing it at the bullseye in a carnival game, the prize would be a cigar. And if you don't hit the bullseye, you don't get the cigar.
Paul, you are 100% right. The carnival games nowadays give out stuffed animals as prizes, but in the late 19th century, the games were targeted to adults, not kids. Instead of getting a giant teddy bear, winners might get a cigar. They almost won but didn't earn that prize. They'd be close but no cigar. By the 1930s, the phrase extended beyond fairgrounds to everyday situations. Okay, let me find one more. We'll do one more. Oh, this is a good one. Steal someone's thunder. What does it mean to steal? And I'm looking right at Clayton. He's on the hot seat right now.
I'll answer that with another idiom to take the wind out of somebody's sails.
Sure, yeah, that's another good one. Yeah, they're
That's
pretty
what I think it
compatible.
means.
Take the wind out of someone's sails. We're gonna steal someone's thunder.
Or maybe it's like a commandeering and like maybe it's not just like depressing someone
So
or stealing
to-
a thing, but like
Yeah, so like to take the wind out of someone's sails might be to knock them down a peg, right?
yeah, and I don't think that's right.
So to steal someone's thunder is different. So if I stole your thunder at the Hootenanny, what would be something I might do to steal your thunder? It would be like playing a song of yours.
Yeah,
Right.
how to elevate what that would be like.
Right. Or you had a big CD release show and I show up wearing a rhinestone suit.
I would love that.
Right, it would be great,
Will you
great.
do that?
I mean, but he would love that. So that's not.
All right, so
stealing
that's
thunder.
true. All right,
That's
bad
not
example.
true.
Bad example. But we get the idea, which is
Wait, but I
yeah,
think that you just propositioned
to wear a rhinestone suit at the next show.
at his next scene.
I'm gonna twist his arm either way.
Well, he's gonna have to release another CD to get that done.
I think that you just
Okay, yeah. I've
you
signed
just got
on.
yourself into
Bit off
big
on the
trouble.
Bit off more
big
than I can
trouble.
chew. Another idiom. Okay, so do we have a general sense what it means then to steal someone's thunder? It's just kind of
Well, I mean, I think stealing someone's thunder is like if somebody else is the storm in the sky, and they're the ones that are like casting down like the lightning,
sure.
and you walk straight into the lightning bolt and take it away. It's kind of like that's like a metaphor.
That would be like sacrifice, right?
Well, it's not a
What were you saying?
it's not a
Like you're gonna take
sacrifice,
the-
but like that you're taking like
Okay.
honor.
that's
You're
my
taking
thunder.
honor.
Yeah.
It's like
Well, this one is.
you're taking honor from somebody else.
This is.
So, for example, like if you so like
Yeah.
you can't like Clayton's hosting the Hootenanny,
Mm-hmm. And I come in, I have the best set I've ever played.
No, and you go on stage and you play one of Clayton's songs.
Sure. Yeah.
Right? That's like
Stealing
that's what it is. You're stealing his thunder because he's like hosting the Hootenanny.
Okay.
And you play his biggest hit.
I would actually love
Yeah, oh
that.
yeah, that's the
But
thing.
he would love that too. Okay, so now
But
we
in
have
a-
to do that as well.
yeah.
So now we have a big to-do list. So we're gonna have to do a rhinestone.
A lot of things to do.
Suit,
Rhinestone suit.
and we're gonna have to do Brad singing a big hit of Clayton's. When he's hosting.
Thinking about you.
Yeah.
All right.
We have a to-do list now. And this
I
is
think
your
there's
fault.
a to-do list. It is my fault.
You
So,
actually did this yourself.
Can I give the explanation of what this is? This is
I would
actually
love to know where it comes
a
from.
very literal one. In the early 1700s, English dramatist John Dennis invented a device that imitated the sound of thunder for a play he was working on. The play flopped. Soon after, Dennis noted that another play in the same theater was using his sound effects device. He angrily exclaimed, "That is my thunder, by God! The villains will play my thunder, but not my play." The story got around London, and the idiom was it's quite literally. That's a very
awesome.
strange one.
I was gonna guess the theater.
The theater. I think that's the thing. Is like with a lot of these, you can kind
would
of
you guess
guess
that?
that they come from 4 different subsets of culture. There's the carnival.
Sure.
There's the theater.
Mhm.
There's like the American West is another
Sure.
one, and then I was gonna say show food. Yeah, food is another one. So like, yeah.
But hey, Paul,
The
I
thing
don't
that's-
actually understand. Like, why would that make... I don't understand.
The thing that surprises me about that anecdote is that a thunder sound effect would appear in the theater as late as the 18th century. I would have thought that
Earlier. Like, that's Shakespearean.
Yeah, the Romans and the
Or
Greeks
that-
would have had a thunder maker
For
of
sure.
some kind. You
Yeah.
know, rattle something and it
All
sounds
right.
like thunder. It's probably not. It's not high tech.
Like
Well,
a
that's
rain stick?
definitely true. You would think, right, that they were doing things. They had all
Like
kinds
a
of
drum.
elaborate stage performances.
Uh-huh.
Well, we'll get to the library right after this is done.
Right.
We're gonna start digging in the books.
Immediately,
Yeah.
we're going to the library.
Yeah.
To the library.
If there's any staff from the Music and Performing Arts Library on the campus of the University of Illinois, we need some research right
yeah,
now.
there's somebody whose PhD is on this topic.
Yeah, no doubt.
On
Right
down
next
in
to
our
a
town.
pizza establishment.
Theatrical sound effects.
So what do we want to do? Should I play some tunes and then we'll come back and maybe do a tarot reading? Oh, we've got some recipes to do too.
We have a few more recipes,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
we have some tarot reading
So-
with our specialist, Paul Kotheimer.
Okay, so we're
right.
gonna play some tunes, and we'll come back with a couple recipes, some tarot, and that's that. So, here's one. Here's a really good song. Man, I love this song. It's a song that
Thinking about you. Drank all I had around, wasn't a thing to do. Ran out of time and money, ain't nothing gonna see me through. So I'm up, thinking about you. Like a fool, I went and party, when we said goodbye. In a company of strangers, feeling low, getting high. Now it seems the party's over and all them people have all gone. But still the folk, except for one, 'cause I'm up, thinking about you. Learning all the new ways strange just to get me through. Talking to myself again, there ain't nothing that we can do, because we're up, thinking about you. I've been hanging out with me lately, and ain't we been having a ball? Real everybody's happy, except for one. 'Cause I'm up thinking about you, learning all new ways of strange just to get me through. Say I'm seeing things again, but ain't nothing gonna see me through, because I'm up thinking about you. Yeah, I'm up thinking about you. I'm a thinking about you. I'm a thinking about you. I'm a thinking about you.
What demons that I have, well, they're not that hard to hack. Sure, they torment me a little, but then they cut me some slack. And whenever those demons make me just wanna quit, I can think of all my friends who really been through some shit. Yeah, 'cause everybody's going through something, staring at the ceiling, wee hours of the morning. Yeah, and everybody's going through something, and what exactly that it is, you may never know. Could be gearing up for some fateful conflagration, chasing some kind of revelation, or some grief and confrontation. Everybody's going through something, so please be gentle. Take it easy, take it slow. So we contend with this condition, and these desires and those regrets. Me, I'm out here trying to be a good one, trying to pay down some of these debts. And there's just one rule that I know of, babies, it's that you got to be kind, so we can live upon this wide old world with a satisfied mind. Yeah, 'cause everybody's going through something, staring at the ceiling, wee hours of the morning. Yeah, and everybody's going through something, and what exactly that it is, you may never know. Could be gearing up for some fateful conflagration, chasing some kind of revelation, or some grief and confrontation. Everybody's going through something, so please be gentle, take it easy, take it slow.
you're not dead. We think you should know, you might as well be. Patience ran out on your misguided sense of tragedy. So you ought to go where nobody knows you. Search for love after life at the point of no return. So you
Good old boy. Good old boy. What makes you so good? That was the Emily Ann Band, now Two Shoes.
Incredible.
Live at the Rose Bowl Tavern. Incredible song.
We love
Such
good
a
old
good
boy.
tune. So we're back from a little bit of a break here. We were outside smoking some cigarettes. It's
Cool.
cold out there. We were just discussing that it feels somehow colder now than it did like a week ago when it was down in the teens. So I think we got a couple more segments planned for you tonight, and I'm not sure, Aaron, where do we want to start? What do
I
you
think we should start with a tarot card reading.
A tarot card reading, okay.
Well, because we historically are Julie Bumpus. Our Julie Bumpus.
The one and only, the number one Chute the Shit
Our
fan.
Miss Bumpus.
Miss Bumpus.
Miss Bumpus needs a tarot card reading.
Okay, well, we can probably
And it better be
manage
a good
that.
one. And we happen to have a specialist.
We have a specialist in tarot with us right now, at this very moment, Mr. Paul Kotheimer.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
I
Paul's been reading the decks.
I
He's
have
been
not.
reading the deck.
No?
These
Okay.
are lies.
He probably knows.
But I
So, you're in luck because the name of this segment is I Don't Know Tarot.
Excellent.
And so, it's going to be what it is.
I'm ready.
I have to refresh my camera here. So just give me a second here. So, Paul, you have been doing a tarot poll here and there, right? Am I wrong?
I have a deck of tarot cards, and they sit on a nightstand next to my bed, and sometimes I'll say to myself, it's about time to draw another card.
Time to draw a card.
And then I draw the card, and I take a photo, and I put it on Instagram, and occasionally a card comes up that scares me, and then I ask people on the internet. And the last time I did that, I got a lot of really great responses of people telling me not to be afraid of the Eight of Swords.
Okay.
One of those people was Faith Swords, who gave me a
Who we
really
love
yes,
very
whom
much.
we love. And she gave me a really good reading, and it helped sort of settle my mind about this card where there are swords and blood.
Okay. So everything can be interpreted
Yeah.
in the more forgiving way sometimes. Is that right? Okay. So we're going to do a reading for Miss Julie Bumpus. And Julie, before we get started, we had a great idea for a podcast for you. It's called Bumpus in the Night, and it's like a late night AM radio advice show. People who call in, you solve their problems, you give them some straight talk. Some people need straight talk in this day and age. Am I wrong?
Yeah,
Am I right or am I
absolutely.
right?
But
You guys-
Bumpus in the night.
So we're going to try to do some straight talk for you tonight by reading a card. And that's a pretty dirty cut I did, but it is what it
A
is.
dirty cut is small, but
But it's the one that came up on top. So what do we have here? We've got the Four of Wands. That's wands, right?
that is.
There's 4 sticks. The 4 of sticks.
They don't have sticks.
Okay, so Paul, yeah, he wants to see probably
It's wands.
what this looks like here.
Well, speaking as someone who knows nothing about tarot, I see a lot of yellow, and to me, that means sunlight.
Okay.
I see a garland there. Is that a wreath coming down from the 4 wands there?
Yeah, there's like a wreath.
Are the grapes? Is
so-
it a
yeah,
grape
it does
arbor?
look like grapes. Yeah, at the top.
That seems to bode well. That's like harvest and fecundity and good things. What's going on with the people there that are walking among the wands?
There's 2 people.
Yeah.
One's wearing a blue robe. One's wearing a red robe, toga kind of thing. They're joining their hands together up triumphantly and
Right,
holding
yeah.
it looks like a bouquet of flowers.
Yeah, I mean that looks like a celebratory occasion to me.
It reminds me of a hopa that you would see at a Jewish wedding. Am I wrong, Aaron? Like, isn't that kind of what that looks like? You've been to Jewish
It
weddings.
looks
yeah?
like a sukkah.
A sukkah. Is that what it's called? The hopa is like an altar, but they walk in with the 4 sticks, right?
Well, and they make like a little hut.
Yeah, they make a little hut. It's really
But I think
Actually, there should be more fort building in general at weddings.
I'm all for it.
and now the groomsmen will build a fort. Okay.
Pillow
So
fighting.
I think
so
Paul's reading.
the-
Paul's reading is that it is optimism.
I
This is a pretty
can't believe
optimistic
that
part.
you got this so right, because the original, The Rider Waite, which we are reading from,
We are reading from the Rider-Waite.
it says the structure in front resembles a Jewish wedding chuppah, although it is not covered by a cloth as is traditional in that faith. In fact, it is covered by netting intertwined with fruits, in the manner of a Samaritan Jewish sukkah prepared for a harvest festival. The 4-1 structures appear stable enough to stand on its own, unlike several other cards, in which some ones have to be held. So that means, the way that I would interpret that, and I could read on,
Okay.
I kind of think that that means that whatever is being experienced right now
Yeah.
in life for our dear friend, Bumpus in the Night.
Bumpus in the night.
You're
listening to Bumpus in the
You're listening to Bumpus in the Night. That whatever you're going through, if there's any struggles, the structure is strong enough, and
Yeah.
so you don't need to carry it. You don't need other people to carry it. Like it's strong enough. It's holding itself
I
up.
think it's a great reading. It's a really positive one
Yeah.
for this Yule time. You know.
Yeah.
The Yule
okay.
Tide.
So that's
So to
that's a
speak.
good one. I remember we've drawn a lot of cards before, and it's been like death or the tower.
No, but death
you know.
isn't bad.
Death isn't supposed to
But
be
wait,
so
should we
bad,
do
yeah.
one for you?
Should we do one for me? We could do one for me.
You're the one that does all the work.
What work?
What
Boy, when you love what you do, you don't work a day in your life.
Right. Nothing but play.
You're doing like a mega cut? Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, you should, because I'm not supposed to touch him, right? Isn't that the fact? Anyway.
That was a great reading, guys.
That was a
I
good
really
reading.
enjoyed you
It's
guys'
a good one.
speculation on the cards. I find that fascinating.
Well, I do think that sometimes a lot of it just is. It's not a matter of like people like think about astrology, all this shit like so significantly, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's like you can find meaning in anything, and as long as you like find something profound,
Yeah, it's how it.
right? Like
Affects
how it
you.
affects you. Right? Wow.
That reminds me of watching Zeitgeist. You guys ever watch that?
No.
What is it? What's Zeitgeist? Oh, no, I did. This was like a YouTube movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, shit, I used to watch that. Oh, that's like mid-2000s, right? And it was like one of the first like big things on YouTube that was like conspiracy oriented.
Very
So do you remember what Zeitgeist was about? Like what was
Well,
the
the-
thrust? It was about like
There were many tiers of
like
that
the New
thing.
World. It was kind of like a New
A
World
lot of it was
Order
about
sort
New
of
World
thing.
Order. And a lot of it was drawing parallels between like
I think there was some
religion
like
and astrology.
Bush did 9/11 stuff in it too. Am I wrong?
No, I think there was some very like more local-centric things via U.S. Bush 9/11, and then there was a lot of like astrological and religious ties through all the different religions over history, and I find that pretty fascinating.
I'll have to give it a rewatch. It's still up there.
Alright.
I watch Zeitgeist.
see
I'm like,
how it
maybe we
goes.
should do a separate stream for a Zeitgeist watch party. We should
Well,
do it. Let's do it.
I mean, honestly,
I'm in.
what's the name of that show, Brad?
What's that?
The animated show that they had back in the day, where it was like those characters that like rewatched movies.
Oh, Mystery Science Theater.
Mystery
Hell
Science
yeah.
Theater,
Yeah.
yeah. And
That'd be
when I
pretty
worked
great.
at That's Your Entertainment, that was one of the most popular rented.
On Pluto TV, they have a Mystery Science Theater
So
channel.
we could do
Just
that
turn it
again,
on.
we could just literally put an iPhone
Yeah,
right here and like
yeah.
That would be fun.
I think let's do
But
it.
we could also watch
Dude,
it.
how meta we're watching.
We're
watching commentators commentate on it. Yeah.
And YouTube in YouTube, you know. This is bound to pop off.
We can YouTube. We gotta put that
We'll
microphone
YouTube.
to your face.
We'll call it YouTube squared. Yeah, wow.
All right, so this one is for Brad.
All right.
Suspense is killing me.
Ooh, boy. I've got the 8 of Cups. And there's a blonde fella with his back turned, walking away off into the distance towards a mountain. There are 8 cups stacked on each other in the foreground. There is a moon in the background that looks sleepy. I don't know. I mean, this feels... It feels a little bit morose, I'd say. It feels lachrymose. How am I doing, Paul?
And yet, mission accomplished.
Yeah.
You can walk away from
Yeah,
this.
well, that's true. There's no danger in the foreground. There's
Right.
nothing there to be... Yeah, nothing there to... I'm not walking away from danger. There's stability there. In fact, they're stacked. Maybe incomplete. It's not symmetrical, the arrangement here.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel, that this is a mixed feelings card, but Erin has got her brow furrowed, so it's probably going to be pretty rough.
The moon's looking pretty tranquil.
I think it's tranquil.
Well, it's telling you to have the courage to end a long-term relationship.
No. No,
Now go
I
back
don't
to
like
what
that
you showed
at
me.
all.
It was more optimistic.
Okay. Look, Erin, there's no better place to do this but the podcast. You know.
Can indicate a sense of abandonment and disappointment,
Well, okay, sure.
whether in personal, professional, or emotional context.
I think there's a lot of other contexts in which,
Exactly
I could
right.
do some
So
introspection on this
the
one for
figure's
sure.
departure suggests a willingness to let go of the past and embrace the unknown, driven by an intuitive understanding that their current path is no longer serving the highest good. This transition may be accompanied by feelings of fatigue, weariness, or a deep longing for a more meaningful purpose.
How about that?
That sounds more exciting. That's optimistic.
That's pretty
optimistic.
optimistic. It
I
means,
think
yeah,
so.
look, big things on the way.
And, I mean, if to be fully transparent here, if this relationship is unfulfilling, I doubt that you'll find a more fulfilling one ever again.
That shots fired, but hey, look, it's true. When you're right, you're right. Oh boy, yeah, that's something. Okay, well, it's always in the cards.
Wait a minute, does Clayton want one?
I don't know. Does
think-
anybody? Yeah, I
don't think I need. I
Don't need
I
a card.
really
Well,
Do we
don't
want
think I
to?
need
Do we
one
want
right
to
now.
read?
Oh
I
yeah.
thought I was
so.
gonna get one.
Oh yeah,
There we
Paul,
go.
you want one? Yeah.
Oh wait, we didn't do
toss
one for
back.
Bo. We did one for Jules and we did one for Brad, but we didn't do one for Bo. But so hey, well,
Thank you.
Okay. I'm gonna grab a beer while Erin is shuffling. Talk amongst yourselves.
Well,
guys, I found some from today.
from today.
You shuffle them like a deck of cards.
Yeah, you can just shuffle them randomly.
The card that I have in my hand, that you have in your hand.
So guys, we're not gonna even really dive deep into this, but I just looked up what was going on at misconnections on
Oh yeah. So there's some
Craigslist today, and these are all from today.
All from today.
You're gonna read them now?
And so we have
No, let's wait. Let's do the tarot while we're still on this.
oh for sure.
Or
No. I didn't know how long. I didn't know how long.
a shuffle. Yeah.
I didn't know how long.
I think we're shuffled. We're shuffled.
We're shuffled. Shuffled enough. But doesn't Brad or Paul need to cut it?
Paul needs to give it
that
this
is the true thing. Okay.
ceremonial
Paul,
tap tap.
get around here.
All right, so we're doing a reading for Paul Kotheimer, who we love. It's that one. All right.
The one.
Oh, he found the one.
Closing it back up.
What is it?
We don't do with inverted.
It's the
Eight of
Eight
wands.
of wands.
Ooh. That sounds exotic.
Give us a read, Paul. Yeah, what do you see?
Well, I see that they're all headed out of the frame, and that they each have a little blossom on them. I see that the sky is fully blue. I see that there's a green mountain in the far distance. And these things together all say to me that where I'm looking needs to be in the future, out of the frame. Good things are ahead, but it may take some time and some distance. Wild guess on my part. What do the experts say?
Quite expert, actually. Like you're very right.
It's a really great visual analysis, I would say.
So the AI overview says the Eight of Wands tarot card represents movement, speed, and rapid change. It can also indicate the need to take decisive actions towards goals and to focus on what matters most. It's an action card. So the card can represent a need to make immediate action and can convey swift information. If things are stalling or not coming together, this card can indicate that timing isn't right. The card can suggest slowing down or taking a break. Might be a good idea to reassess. The card can encourage focusing on what matters most and letting go of distractions. And the card can also represent the idea that channeling passions can lead to positive outcomes.
Definitely.
Look at that.
I'm down with all those things.
These are good things.
Okay.
These are good things.
Great speculation, great report.
Well, I got to say, Paul, you've been writing some really great songs in these songwriter workshops you've been doing
so
lately.
so much fun.
Do you guys want to hear about the cute guy working at Harvest Market?
Oh, okay. Yeah, but can I just say one thing about
Okay, yeah, let's.
Well, I want to hear about this hunk, but
Maybe write a song about it, Paul.
Right. Look out. The leader of my current songwriters workshop is named McCain Lakey, and I would like to request a song by McCain Lakey sometime.
Oh,
Yeah,
we
we
can
can do that.
We can do it next.
Situation. Next break, maybe we'll look that
How do you
up.
spell McCain?
McCain.
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 Lakey.
Lakey. McCain Lakey on Bandcamp.
All right. Do you have a particular song in mind?
I'll look when we cut to the break.
Sounds good. Sounds good. We'll cue it up. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So you've been taking a songwriter.
Songwriting workshop with
this
McCain
person.
Lakey. Yeah. They're really
awesome.
awesome. They've been to town a couple of times, and I hope they can come back. I think they're based mostly in Minneapolis, and
That ain't too far away.
it's not that far away.
Not that far away.
I mean, like maybe CU Folk and Roots might be a match.
How did you find?
If I was in Minnesota, I would want to start going southward right about October.
Yeah.
So there's
There's
put it all together,
perfect.
right?
Yeah. You wouldn't want to miss summer in Minnesota. That's
Really?
my understanding. I bet that's pretty nice. Yeah.
Okay, so there's this
Okay,
hunk at Harvest Market.
All right,
and
so we're going to toss over to another segment. We are jam-packed full.
Dish.
We're making up for lost time.
I really found some good ones.
Dish.
I found some really good ones
Okay.
tonight.
So, once
and these
again-
are all from today. And
These
are misconnections.
Today's Craigslist misconnection.
I think
People
that-
are still using Craigslist today.
I gotta know. All right, anything about me?
No, I don't think so. I mean,
Fair
maybe.
question.
I mean, maybe.
I'll bet you.
I mean, maybe, but like based on the details, like you don't have a full head of red hair.
Fair point.
But like these are so good, and they're all from today, which
All
is
right.
like the most beautiful thing. So,
Awesome.
cute guy working at Harvest Market.
Uh-huh.
There's this really cute guy with great eyes that works at the deli at Harvest Market. He's always so nice when I go there with a friend for lunch. A couple days ago, he told me he really liked my haircut. If you see this, I hope you respond. I would really like to get to know you better. Isn't that
I'm
wholesome?
rooting for these kids.
That's-
I gotta
All right,
say.
so now we're gonna
hope that's
we're gonna drive a little bit further north.
Oh
to
no,
Be-
but do we give a rating? That's wholesome. That's 10 out of 10.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
no,
that's
but
wholesome.
we're
Really
driving
wholesome.
north, like a little bit north, and then a little bit west, and then a little bit north to Prospect, to Best Buy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
To the very tall, long-haired greeter, I'd love to meet you. Your smile is infectious every time I walk in.
Wow.
I love the purple tint of your hair. Someone told me you may have a surprise. I'm the tall 55-year-old guy who always stops and talks. All right, now we're going to...
Can we comment? Can we not comment?
We need to ruminate on
plowing
this a little
through
bit.
all of
Right,
these.
right.
Give me a break.
Yeah.
This is
Let's
tasteful.
pause.
First of all,
Let's pause.
I've been to Best Buy a couple times recently for some things. It's depressing in there.
I agree. Kelly and I went not too long ago.
I think about the way that Best Buy used to be when I was in high school.
Yeah.
You know?
Flashy.
It
is depressing.
The place to be. Even in my early college, like
Well, CDs, tapes.
2004, 2005, you'd still want to go to Best Buy. Like, yeah, you're going to go get a CD. I guess streaming, I mean, we were all Napstered out. But, like, I remember being a high schooler, going to Best Buy, going through the CDs, finding something, you know, listening to it.
Well, in the sale CDs were like the best bet ever.
Well,
Because
sure.
You might find like a magical sale CD.
Now,
like if you went there with your dad, you know, like, and he
Yeah.
was like in the mood to buy.
Now it's a ghost town. You go into Best Buy. It's like from another era. Yeah, it's wild.
Picking
Anyway,
something up.
this
that you ordered
misconnection.
online.
Anyway,
Wholesome to
but
gruesome.
I would say it's gruesome because I'm the tall 55-year-old guy who always stops and talks. That
And
means,
the thing, the
That
idea is
means
like
he's
you
annoying.
might. I hear you might have a. Yeah.
is it?
Oh,
Rob?
is it Rob Crumb?
It's not Rob
No,
Crumb.
it can't
Do
be
not
Rob.
know. Rob Crumb is never annoying. He's the most handsome.
That's not what I
He's
said.
10 out of 10. He's 10 out of 10 wholesome.
I was talking about somebody else.
Oh, a different
Who
Rob.
is not gruesome.
Different
Oh,
Rob. who's
I
not
know.
gruesome.
I know
What do
the
you
Rob
think,
you're talking
wholesome
about.
I think the whole thing about I heard you might have a secret sounds really
surprise.
pretty. Yeah, surprise. That sounds weird.
I think it's gruesome.
It seems gruesome.
We have to go under 5. But we can
it's
leave it
definitely
at.
under 5 for me. That's 4.
It's
That's a solid 4.
But we can go like a 4.5
It's not all bad.
because it's nice.
It's fine. It's fine. Yeah.
Like you're
it's-
always nice to me.
But it is also really descriptive of the person, and if they don't want this attention,
But
Then-
let me say it this way. So basically, like Clayton will understand this. So we like have customers at the shop. Like for example, we have a friend named Greg. You know, and it's not always convenient or comfortable to like have a conversation with them, and of course they are wholesome.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like, it sounds like this person genuinely is enjoying, like, going to the store
Looking forward to chatting with
and chatting,
the
right?
purple
And
hair.
a lot of people do something like that, so.
Sure, I think that's.
And we don't
And
even
then
know,
going
like,
home
we
and
can't-
typing on
I think like
misconnections.
the gruesome
It's
the gruesome scale all depends on, is there sexual intent here? Is this a sexual objectifying one, or is this more not platonic, but just earnestly like, hey,
Yeah.
you seemed like
Yeah,
we might
guys-
have a connection. I'd like to know. Yeah, that's
Guys,
wholesome.
I'm rereading this, and just based on like the capitalizations and things like that, I think I love the purple tint in your hair. You know, capital I.
Okay.
I mean, I think it's a sexual.
Maybe the surprise is just a really sweet personality.
That's a surprise. Yeah.
All right, are we
His
moving
friend
on?
told him that.
I heard you can make a mean Dairyland dipper.
Pulling it all together there.
Do you guys want to move over to across the street to Target?
Oh, let's
right.
go to Target. Yeah,
go to
just
Target.
across from Best Buy.
Target.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Red Hood Cutie Target parking lot.
Oh, man.
Earlier tonight around 7:30 p.m., we walked past each other as I was walking towards the Target entrance to go inside. You were leaving, talking to your friend, and you two had a guy with you. I noticed you were looking at me, so I looked back at you and you ended up smiling. Or were you laughing at my Eskimo hat? Maybe, LOL. Anyway, I liked what I have seen. I would like you to contact me if you see this. Maybe I'll buy you dinner. What color was my bright sweatshirt and Eskimo hat?
This is cool. Like these that people come and do this on Misconnection. Like when you're out somewhere and you see someone, you're like, what was that about? Someone goes home and they write up a whole Misconnection.
It used to be a thing that people would read these, but I don't think the traffic is there anymore. So
I just find
I don't
it really
know
sweet
honestly how you do it in this day and age. People have those experiences. I would guess like a lot. Yeah. So what do you do in that situation?
I feel like Misconnections might be the most wholesome dating app if you use it in the proper way.
If it's used properly.
I think it's fair. It's so genuine to like do that.
But
with great power comes great responsibility.
But if you're on the if you're on the receiving end of a misconnection, how do you even know? Like,
oh, was it you?
No. No.
So you have to include
my
some kind of descriptor.
What color was your sweater?
What color was And
no,
my
but I like
Eskimo
that
hat.
though. Don't you think that's kind of nice? Because it's like it's a way of like safety proofing it, where it's like we made eye contact. Like that felt really cool. What color was my sweater? If you remember this moment, like.
I think there should be like platonic misconnections too, where it's like, I cut you off in traffic the other day. I wasn't paying attention. I'm really sorry. You were driving.
Got something you want to get off your chest there, Brad,
right?
huh?
Wow.
Because like a connection doesn't have to be all romantic, and that's the way it trends, right? But like, there's things like that sometimes where you're gonna want to be like, I felt like an asshole to somebody. I want to say I'm sorry. Like that would be a thing, I think.
But the message just goes into the void. You never know that the person on the other end is ever going to.
So I pitched
Until now.
Yeah, I pitched another traffic
Exactly.
idea once, which was that we should have two different beeps on the car.
Right.
Car horn should honk in two different tones.
Thumbs down.
Yeah.
Let's go.
There's an angry sounding one, and there's a like
And nice. And we were just talking about this the other day because my car happens to have like a friendly beep. So like when you just like touch my like horn, it's just like it's like a very soft, like it's like girly, like nothing.
I'll say there's an art to knowing how long to push it.
Right.
And you gotta be real quick if you're trying to be
Yeah,
right. But it'd
I
be
know.
easy if there was like a red button and a green button.
No, but there needs to be one that's like.
I mean, we do that to some degree, right? I mean, like some of it is that way. It's like somebody lays on their horn, it's aggressive. If somebody gives you the pop, pop,
Go ahead.
it means light's green, go. Yeah.
Paul, are you wanting us to create Paul's connections on?
Yeah, Paul, have you had any
Craigslist?
misconnections? You want to broadcast out to the world?
that you know about.
This is very soul
We
bearing.
have
I'm
three.
So
We have
sorry.
3 listeners.
3 listeners. This is gonna go to the masses of Urbana.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, my luck has not been so great the past few weeks, and
Okay.
I prefer not to discuss it at all.
Fair enough.
Well, let me tell you on a final note. We'll finally discuss a recipe called Stolen.
hold it. I gotta toss over
stolen?
to the.
It's from
you
Mater's
got
Recipe of Continental Europe, Mater's Restaurant, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I don't even know what this results in.
Famous.
Okay.
German food.
German food. So we're using 1 cake compressed yeast, 1 cup milk, 4 cups sifted flour, 1 cup of butter, half a cup of sugar, 2 eggs, the rind of 1/2 of a lemon, grated, a half a teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, and 1 cup of almonds in addition to a half cup of raisins. We're going to dissolve the yeast in milk that has been scalded and cooled to lukewarm.
Pretty old.
I like how this is writing in. Are you adding this language, this verbiage, or is it
No.
written in like
Clayton
we
is-
are going to? That's
Stir
Oh,
in
the we are going in.
yeah. Okay.
Stir in 1 cup of flour to make a smooth batter. I can't finish this. This is.
Have you ever
Okay.
had stolen? Strawberry Fields used to make stolen.
I don't know stolen.
And it was really good. It was
I don't
like
know
you've
stolen.
had like candied bread, especially it's the holidays. You have
Oh,
like
I
candied
know.
cake,
I
candied
know.
bread.
I
now.
know. Stolen.
This is like
it's
less
like the
than that.
holiday bread.
It's like I would say that it's like that, but a little less like American, sweetified. Even though you do scald some milk and all that jazz. Got a little bit of everything. You got your whole food pyramid there.
What you got? Who's you
Well,
pointing
I'm
out?
just. Well, do you guys want to hear like literally just what the recipes are of? So we have blackened Mississippi River catfish,
I'm in.
Sounds good.
grilled salmon with dill sauce and rice,
Okay.
also in Lake Superior trout.
Sure.
I don't know.
I
Yeah.
don't know how to.
It's fresh caught and it's
And
made
it's
well.
Superior.
Wisconsin fish
Yeah.
boil, Wisconsin fish fillet Mornay, beef balls
Beef ball.
All right.
in cranberry chili sauce. I'm not kidding.
Okay.
A beer batter fried chicken into it.
Sure.
We got Cornish pastry, deer burger special,
Okay.
duck stuffed with oranges and apples,
It sounds like Keith Hall makes a lot of
Yeah.
these dishes.
sour braten.
This is a Keith. I would love to see Keith Hall's recipe book.
Actually, you know what I
think
want?
that's something I need in my life.
If Keith Hall happens to be listening, too tall, Keith Hall.
Too tall.
What
Just
I want.
tall enough.
No, he's just tall enough. I'm so sorry. I hate that he doesn't like that I call him too tall.
Oh,
It was
doesn't
a
like that?
compliment.
I don't know.
It was a compliment.
It was meant to be a compliment.
Well, because in college, like, I was like, everybody had like two something, and it was a whole thing where it was like Sam got 2 lanes because he got a CDL, right? And I was 2 brains because I got 2 degrees, and then it was like everybody had 2 something.
right.
So I like said too tall because it was But if
Yeah,
he
too
could
tall.
like
It's
that?
a great rhyme. Too tall, Keith Hall. It's perfect.
Yeah.
But also, if he could
Sounds
just
like he's a
slow,
big
if
guy.
he slowly read this whole book, and we could record it, I would listen to that all the time. I would fall asleep to it.
Yeah.
It would sell on the internet. This would be like, he could actually retire.
I've been thinking about trying to. I want to do sleep tapes for the
He needs-
hog
Oh, yeah.
shoot. I think we should put them on to like Spotify. People love sleep tapes on Spotify. So like, we got a stack of albums over there. I'm gonna read liner notes. You know, I love it. Jake Fleischle has agreed to talk about. He's gonna lecture about Bob Dylan for
yeah.
as long as it'll take him,
As long-
which could be
right.
hours.
He can go on. He
He
knows
can
a
go
lot.
on. He knows a lot about Dylan. Loves Dylan. Dylan's having a moment right now. Kind of a resurgence I'm noting in the culture. You've got that Timothy Chalamet movie coming out. You know?
Is there another Dylan movie or something?
Oh well, yeah. That Timmy Chalamet is playing
It's a
Dylan.
biopic.
It's a biopic. It's supposedly very factual and not very artful.
I
Which
guess
is
I'm
the
curious
least
about
Dylan
that.
thing you could
Yeah,
possibly
the
do.
Still
I don't know.
here or being there? What was that other one?
There was
Like,
I'm not there.
I'm not there.
Is that
Yeah.
the one? Yeah.
Well, let me just say, beef balls
Beef
and
ball-
cranberry chili sauce.
I'm in, dude. Yeah.
Schneider Peterson, Holly family recipe, Black River Falls, Wisconsin. We
You know-
got a beef and bread crumbs, egg, onion, salt, pepper, oregano, 1 cup jellied Wisconsin cranberry sauce. We got chili sauce and brown sugar with lemon juice. And I will spare you the instructions.
think-
Thank you.
Yeah. I think though, I think you should mumble more.
Mumbling is very difficult for me because I'm an
She's an
enunciator.
enunciator. It's the fact. All right. I don't know. I think enunciation.
I'm not a nun though.
I think it's about that time of night, gang. It's 9:04. We've been
Yeah.
going for a good long while. I think it's
Let's put on some
time
songs.
Time for last remarks. We'll play some songs and we'll go have a cigarette. I want to thank Aaron for picking out all of these recipes. I want to thank Clayton for reading his tips, holiday tips.
Thank you,
If you're
Clayton.
just joining us, you want to rewind and catch those. And Paul, thank you for reading the tarot deck for us and giving us your visual analysis.
I was intimidated, but I'm glad I had the assignment.
Who's got something coming up soon that they want to plug? This is a podcast thing. You have to plug
isn't there
things.
something big coming up?
Well, I will be performing a song for the Rose Bowl Holiday Spectacular.
So we're back.
Saturday.
I will also be performing a song for the Rose Bowl Holiday
way.
Spectacular. I'll
And
see
that's-
you there,
He made a
buddy.
big
Saturday?
thing.
That is Saturday, and
The
I don't know
14th?
the 14th, and I don't know what time. I'm going to guess around 8 p.m.
Yeah.
Brad
something
made
like
a
that.
thing. Did he tell you about it?
And
Yeah, I did tell Clayton about it, about what I made,
Oh,
my
yeah.
prop
Yeah.
for my performance.
And yeah, I'm fascinated by it. Like
Oh, yeah.
everything.
Did you see it?
can you all
Really?
disclose if you're in the cast? Is there going to be a Peasley clause again this year?
I don't think there's a Peasley clause this year.
I thought he was very funny and it was
thought he was
very
great.
edgy, but I don't know. I'm a low.
I think I was told by Marty that like as much as Peasley Claus was appreciated, that they've decided
What
to
is that?
try something different. Mark Peasley
rated
playing
too high
Santa
on the
Claus
gruesome
last time.
scale.
Yeah. I haven't seen Peasley
Wait.
around in a while, so I think that might be part of it. But
So
I
what
don't
is
know.
what is the
Can't say.
Peasley, like the host?
He was Santa Claus. You remember
Oh,
Mark
okay.
Peasley was Santa Claus last year. So I don't think that that's happening again this year, but I can't speak on it. I don't know much details at all about this show.
But all
other
we
than-
can say,
However,
all we can
yeah.
say is that we love Mark Peasley, and
We do.
whether he's
Oh,
going
we
to
meant
be
to
there-
mention that we love Rebecca Songer too. We played a Songer song earlier.
Yeah.
So it was good to see her. I saw her out of the corner of my eye at the Hoot on
Last
Monday.
Hoot,
Didn't
yeah.
get a chance to say hello, but
If you're out there,
if you're out there,
If
hello.
you're listening, we love you. We always love you.
And I should mention, or we should mention, the Rose Bowl Spectacular is going to be star-studded for sure of a lot of like local
Local legends.
folks. I think that the hosts will be Kenna May and Emily McCown are being the MCs this year.
oh,
There
that's
you
cool.
go.
Okay, there we have it.
That's
Nothing
like
but trouble.
that's a very powered couple duo.
Nothing but trouble there.
I'll
Yeah,
second
definitely.
that.
If it's definitely troublesome,
Yeah.
combination.
I'm for
I
it.
mean,
Oh, that's a good cop, bad cop setup if I've ever heard one.
yeah, that's definitely
very
good cop,
true.
bad cop. But we're
Kenna
gonna.
and I think it was Kenna and Carrie did a great one last year. That was
The sisters?
the sisters one. Was not familiar with that performance, but they had like it was just like it was on fire. It was incredible. Anyway.
That's a hit from the movie White Christmas.
So I've never seen White
Christmas.
Christmas. So this should be like a new series, Educating
That's
Bradley,
right.
where
But
we
hey-
watch like things I need to see.
Guys, what is Christmas?
What is Christmas?
Christmas.
So this is Christmas.
What have you done?
This could get very saccharine very, very quickly. Christmas is is a season of giving, Aaron. It is a spirit of love. And it doesn't matter what religion you follow. It is about connecting with humankind. And I think it's about telling the people that you love them. And to not get bogged down in the deep dead of winter. It's a nice little oasis as things are about to get colder. For now, they're okay.
Is it okay to
They're
put
warm.
lights on a bush?
I think you can put lice on a bush. Yeah, absolutely.
And do you get presents for 8 days?
No, just one day. So you're right.
I don't like that.
I know. 8 days. That'd be pretty sweet. It's the Hanukkah thing, right?
8 crazy nights.
8 crazy nights.
Well, Hanukkah starts the day after Christmas this year.
that
like
is
you're
true.
getting
We do get
9 presents.
We do get. What do
So
they
I'm
call
gonna
it?
get 9 presents for the first time in my life.
What's the portmanteau for that? It's Hanukkahmas. Christmaka.
Hanukkah.
Christmaka. I just think it makes sense. Okay.
Cool. I know
Well,
what a portmanteau
All right.
is
Well, if
now.
nobody's got anything else to plug,
I do.
you do.
I'll mention,
Okay.
I'll mention
Yeah.
again that
Portmanteau
that
is
the
a
day
good one.
after Christmas, I'm playing at the Rose Bowl Tavern, 5 to 7, Americana Happy Hour.
Oh, and I'm
Oh,
so
that's
excited
right,
for
that's
that.
right.
And so
That'd be
you're
great.
playing that in
Yep.
addition to. So I think that it's not this week, but next week it's Big Daddy Pride on Thursday
Oh,
for a happy hour. The week after that, it's you.
there we have it.
And the week after that, it's another friend who I'm not remembering currently. But
It's a great stretch. The holiday stretch is always fun.
the holiday
We
stretch
get to see a
stretch
lot
is
of
great,
regs,
and we'll be
you know.
there.
I think our buddy Cole Ravenor's
Cole.
going to play on
Oh,
the
Cole's
28th.
that's right.
That's
and
right.
Cole
The
is
28th.
playing.
28th, yeah.
Yeah.
Solo set, I think. Yeah.
And not to miss.
and not to miss.
We
Never
will
is.
be there,
Never
100%.
is. So we heard some Cole earlier too.
And we will hope dearly and deeply that Cole might want to come and play at the Hog Chute.
Should I play a Cole song to take us out on the night?
On June 7th.
I'd love that.
I think
on
I
June
think I will.
7th of 2025, which is the official date of the next Hog Chute Opry.
June 7th, that's right. Yeah,
And
so join us
let's
June
not forget
7th.
to pitch the whole purpose of this.
Yeah, springtime, summertime, it's coming soon. It'll be here
June
before you know it.
7th, 2025.
Can't wait.
And Cole, if you're listening, if you're
Love
out
to have
there,
Cole play.
Pencil it in.
we're just out here in the big Midwest, just thinking about you, and please come play with us.
Yay.
He's been working on a new recording, which I'm not sure when it's going to come out, but it's very exciting. I've gotten to hear a little bit of it, you know.
Oh my
Love to hear
gosh.
that.
Well-
Love to hear that. All right, so I'm going to take us out here. It's holiday season. I want to thank you for being here with us. So, from Savoy to Sidoris, thanks for being here for us. This has been Chute the Shit. We're going to play a little tune here. It's called Joy Down the Road by
Happy
Cole
winter,
Bridges
folks.
and the Overpass. Happy holidays, y'all.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Well, I ain't gonna kick my joy down the road anymore. Ain't gonna kick my joy down the road. I'm gonna pick it up now before I get too old. Ain't gonna kick my joy down the road. I got feelings and they keep reeling. Knew they'd catch the big one someday. Well, I thought that for a time, and now I'm scared that I broke the line. Took my time and now time to get away. So I ain't gonna kick my joy down the road anymore. Ain't gonna kick my joy down the road. I'm gonna pick it up now before I get too old. Ain't gonna kick my joy down the road. I've been waiting on satiating. Can't start my day until the bed is made. There's wrinkles in my sheets and mine's got no heat. Next thing you know, this bed's gonna be my grave. So I ain't gonna kick my joy down the road anymore. Ain't gonna kick my joy down the road. I'm gonna pick it up now before I get too old. Ain't gonna kick my joy down the road. I've been giving away my joy for too many years, trading it for wine and crying tears. I got nothing to show but these bruised and these bloody toes. So I ain't gonna kick my joy down the road no more. No, I ain't gonna kick my joy down the road anymore. Ain't gonna kick my joy down the road. I'm gonna pick it up now before I get too old. Ain't gonna kick my joy down the road. I'm gonna pick it up now before I get too old. No, I ain't gonna kick my joy down the road. No, I ain't gonna kick my joy down the road.
Shit.
nothing personal, just a means to an end. They never gonna break her, baby, she knows how to bend. She ain't no concern to them, cause she finished their dinner. She walked along the road. She keeps her body minding business her own. Yeah, when she's down in the gorge, she floats like a river when
for a sweet redemption in a gold mountain town. Went back to the stepping stones just to find some common ground. But I'd settle for the foothills of Shawnee if you just meet me there. Settle down off Cobden Road, but it's still the same old air. Now I still feel the weight of what I knew there long ago. Gravel roads and uphill battles, ain't it the same, you know? Ain't it the same, you know? So I told them maybe I'll be coming home, just to come back to the river stepping stones, stepping stones, calling home to Colorado, Highway 50 state of mind, pining to feel like the way I did on Mountain Time, feeling strong and kinda steady like the Georgetown train. That don't mean I'm feeling insane, don't mean I'm feeling insane. So I told them maybe I'll be coming home, just to come back to the river stepping stones. So I told them maybe I'll be coming home, just to come back to the river stepping stones, stepping stones, 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 stones.
She told me she was married. She told me she had kids. She told me she was happy, so she's happy, happy with her family. To my own. She said it would be a sin if I ever put it in, but that's not all. She said, it's a sin, but honey, put it in. So I put it in. To my own. So I kissed and loved and hugged. Well, babe, I was in no hurry, as you know. I love to kiss and hug. She said it would be a sin if I ever put it in. But that's not all, she said. She said, it's a sin, but honey, put it in. So I put it in. She took my own. Oh, I put it in. It's a sin, but honey, put it in. To took my own. She took my own. It's a sin, but honey, put it in. To took my own. To took my own, baby. It's a sin, but honey, put it in. To took my own. To took my own, baby. It's a sin, but honey, put it in. So tonight I should've. It's a sin, it's a sin, but honey, put it in. So tonight I should've left it. It's a sin, it's a sin, but honey, put it in. So it's a sin, but honey, put it in. So it's a sin, but honey, put it in.
Oh, this is a Tim Hardin song. I didn't write this one. If I were a carpenter, and you were a lady, would you marry me anyways? Would you have my baby? If a tinker were my trade, would you still find me carrying the parts I've made and following behind me? You saved my love for me, you saved my love for sorrow, and I'm giving you my heart tomorrow. Will you love me only? If I worked my hands in wood, would you still love me? Would you answer me quick, honey? Well, I'll put you above me. If I were a miller, at the mill wheel grinding, would you miss your colored blouse, your soft shoes shining? You saved my love for me, you saved my love for sorrow, and I'm giving you my onlyness. Just give me your tomorrow. If I were a carpenter and you were a lady, would you marry me anyways? Would you have my baby? Would you marry me anyways? Would you have my baby? Thank you.
I know a little spot around Monticello. We go to pitch the 10 pots of rock and roll. They pick and grin and chicken shimmy and singing hello. So bring booze, smokes, food, bring your dancing shoes. We cruise with all our troubles in the rear view. Through the country, all the lovely is there waiting for you. And when we get there, baby, we gon' wash our cares away. It's really something like a loving with no judgment and nobody got no mind to pay. Alright. So till dawn we gonna watch a fire till it's gone. We turned on by the guitar, by the sad song. Am I awake, or am I dreaming? Make room, we gonna turn it up and howl at the moon. We consume by the bar or ballroom. We pick it up and put it down, groove it to the new tune. 'Cause one day this place is gonna have a different energy. And one day this place is gonna be a memory. And someday was always coming that way to take me something. And when we get there, baby, we gon' wash our cares away. Yeah. It's really something like a loving with no judgment and nobody got no mind to pay. And when you make it, we're late, we crank it and watch the whole world end. Till the sun come up, until we meet again. May God hold you in the palm of his hand. And when we get there, baby, we gon' wash our cares away. It's really something like a loving with no judgment and nobody got no mind to pay. When you make it, we'll all dance naked with the fireflies and the band. Till the sun come up, until we meet again. May God hold you in the palm of his hand. Yeah, when the sun come up, until we meet again. May God hold you in the palm. Hold you in the palm of his hand. Two.
can't read music and everything, I find out that I do the best when I just listen for where I'm trying to go with it.